It's time for Ryan's Roses. So here's the email we got. You've got to listen to this because what seemed to be may not have been. We got a call from, she says, Ryan and Sissany. This is Angie, Redondo Beach. We got a call from a friend of ours that her car broke down and needed help. My husband insisted on going because it was late and he thought it would be safer if he went. Mm-hmm. An act of chivalry. It ended up taking longer than expected. So at one point I tracked his phone and it was at a hotel, which is nowhere near the location where she said she broke down. I called both of them, but neither of them picked up. I texted him, got a response later that said, on my way. How many times have we gotten that response? Yeah. On my way. And it's like, I'll be there in 5. Yeah. It's 25. He came home a few hours later and downplayed it. He said he waited with her until the tow truck came and then drove her home. I asked why he didn't pick up the phone when I called. He said the calls didn't come in. The service was bad. Something's not right, she says. I've never suspected anything before, but now I think back, maybe stuff's been going on for a while. Angie, thanks for sending us this email. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I've been better.
Interesting. This is the perfect alibi. To a degree, this is the perfect alibi. Did you ask him about the hotel?
Yes, I did.
And?
He said that he just, had to go by there to, use the phone or something like that. I mean, he has, an excuse.
To use the phone? He's got his phone on him. Not making any sense to me.
No, that part was not clear at all. That part.
How long in total time was he gone?
He was gone a long time. He was gone. She called kind of late. I think it was 10:30, and then I called him and her. Neither of them picked up. And I got a response maybe an hour later. I think I called them around midnight. And I got a response around 1 that said, I'm on my way.
Okay.
Did she call your phone or did she call his phone?
For the help. Who'd she call for the help?
She called our home. So
she did.
Wasn't, calling specifically for me.
And can you just, real quick, and then we're going to come back and make the call. Can you tell us about the friendship? Whose friend is it?
She's my really close friend.
Okay. What's her name?
Kimberly, got
it. Hang on, Angie, 1 second. We'll come back and we will try and call your husband and find out what's going on, okay?
I wanted to tell you guys, though, that real quick, that I've been thinking about it. And, I mean, she's my close friend, but now I'm, going back in my mind and obsessing about all this. And I feel like I don't know, they have been, hanging out more and just kind of getting closer, which didn't bother me. I didn't think anything of it, but
They've been hanging out without you?
I mean, not they're buddy, but there was one time that he came over and they ran an errand together, stuff that I never,
weird.
That's
weird. Okay, I got enough. Hang on 1 second, Angie. That's strange. And then going to help her, fine, but they running errands together? Mm-hmm. Weird. Angie, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is, on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have permission to call on Kiss FM.
All right. Sissany is going to offer him some roses. We want to find out who he sends them to and what he puts on the card, okay?
Okay, thank you.
And for the record, you've been married how long?
We've been married for 4 years.
Any kids?
No.
All right, Kimberly is the friend's name. All right, good luck. Here we go, Angie. Be very, very quiet so we can see what's going on with your husband.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Danny?
Yeah, this is.
Hi, Danny. My name is Lauren. I'm calling from Sunshine Florist. We're right here in Redondo Beach, new to the area, and we're doing a promotion today. Do you have a few minutes to speak?
Yeah, sure. Welcome to the area.
Thank you. We're doing a promotion today, actually, with a free dozen roses. You can actually receive these today. You can send them to whoever you want, and we're just picking people at random today, and you're one of our lucky winners. Is there anybody you would want to send these flowers to?
Yeah, sure. My wife.
Your wife. Awesome. What is her name?
Angie.
Angie. Okay. And then you want to write something on the note?
just happy today.
Happy today?
Yeah.
Cute.
Hey, Danny, it's Ryan Seacrest. How you doing, bro? I want you to know that your voice is being broadcast on the radio. Sissany is on with me as well. That's who was just talking to you. And your wife is on, Angie, who's thrilled to know that you just sent her flowers. Say hi, Angie.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Well, Danny, the reason that we're on, Angie, why don't you tell him?
Well, I mean, you probably already know, but I just don't feel clear about everything that happened the other night. So, with Kimberly. So, I just still don't feel like some of the things you said make sense, and you got home at 3 a.m, and I don't know, I've just been going through it in my head, and I'm not trusting everything. I'm not.
Okay, so you want me to just send you flowers? That's kind of weird.
Danny, what she's saying is she thinks that you're cheating on her with Kimberly, are you?
Oh, come on, no.
All right, well then our job is done.
Yeah.
Why were you with her for so long that night?
It was a long drive, and the tow truck took forever.
Why'd you go to a hotel with her?
I don't know what I didn't.
Well, your wife said she tracked your iPhone and you were at a hotel.
Yeah, it must have been a glitch or something. I don't know why. We were in the middle of nowhere, and
Angie, could it have been a glitch? Can there be a glitch like that? East and Orange,
Of course.
can you glitch an iPhone like that?
Not easily.
that's a totally ridiculous statement. Of
All right.
course, that can happen. And no, I mean, it was just a far drive. We're out in Sherman Oaks, and I guess you don't get cell reception everywhere. And
So from
This
Redondo
took a
to
long
Sherman
time.
Oaks, it's not close. All right, Angie, is there anything else that we can do here?
I mean, I guess not. It's a good thing he sent the flowers to me. I don't know.
I don't think your husband's
Hashed
cheating.
it out.
I don't think your husband's cheating. That's just my instinct, not based on your story, just based on me hearing him. But you guys,
Okay.
if there's a breakdown here, Danny, and she's not confident that you guys are as close as you are, or Kimberly's a threat, you need to address that with her, okay?
she's a mutual friend.
Well, that's
yeah.
you guys can work that out. All right, thanks, Danny, for coming on, and Angie too. Thank you very much. Good luck, guys.
All right.
Okay,
Nice to meet
thank you.
Nice to meet you. Bye bye. It's time for Ryan's Roses, a public service. If you think someone is cheating on you and you don't know what to do, you're between a rock and a hard place, this is the segment we try and give you peace of mind. Danielle, how are you?
Hey, hi, I'm okay.
Well, thank you for writing to us. I don't know if we've done one like this before. You notice a large amount of money missing from your husband's 401k?
That's correct.
How
Yeah,
much?
Well, put it this way. Last year we had close to 50,000,
Yeah.
and right now we have 15,000.
Wow. So it just it vanished without explanation, huh?
Yeah,
Did you talk to your husband about it?
yeah, I did. I confronted him because
Well, what did he
I
say about
actually-
that?
Well, he says that he thinks they made a mistake. That he said he was going to give them a call. He was going to find out that
Somehow
even though-
$35,000 just disappeared?
Yeah, that's all he's saying.
Was he upset about it? You think
not really.
you know what I mean? Sis, you'd be
Yeah.
emotional about that. I'd be
Exactly.
really irked about that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But he just seemed really cagey, and he just changed the subject. And
He's trying to
saying,
cover
"Yeah,
something up.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
So you
my heart.
feel, based on what I read here, you feel like he's leading a double life?
I think so, yeah, because he I know he's saying this to me, and he's just lying to my face because my heart just keeps going to it, just keeps thinking, where is that money? We had 50,000 last year, 15 now. I mean, it's just weird, and I've been with him
Do
for
you
8
have a
years.
hunch? Do you have a hunch about who it might be?
I have no clue.
Wow.
So was it a mistake, or is he leading a double life? That's the question. Something doesn't feel right to me. How about you, Sissany?
No way. That doesn't just happen. You don't lose whatever.
It's
$35,000. I was
$35,000.
trying to do the math.
You might drop a penny,
Yeah.
or maybe I can't find a quarter for the Coke machine, but
Right.
$35,000?
And he was so nonchalant about it too. He's like, "Oh, it's probably an error. I'll call tomorrow." Like I would be freaking out.
How long you been married?
8 years.
Kids?
Yeah. 2.
Okay. All right. 8 years. Kids 2. I'm just making notes. So what we're going to do is we're going to call him next, okay? And we're going to get him on the phone.
Okay.
Danielle, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever your husband's name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, I give you permission to call on Kiss FM. My husband.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Steve?
Yeah, this is Steve. Max is calling.
Hi, Steve. My name is Julia. I'm actually calling from Sweet Buds and Roses. We're a new flower shop here in Cerritos. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm just calling because we're doing a promotion this week and we're giving out free flowers. You've actually been selected to receive a free dozen roses today, and you can send them to anybody that you'd like. We can get them out by lunchtime, and they're absolutely free.
I don't remember entering anything for any of the free roses. I don't.
Oh, that's, we get all of our information. You might have purchased something on the internet in the past 18 months and clicked to receive promotional offers, and that's how we get all of our art from our database.
Oh, okay.
I don't need any credit card information from you. They're absolutely free. We just need the name of the person you want to send them to and a quick note, and we can get them out this afternoon. And if you like them, just, refer us to friends and family. We're just trying to get the word out about our new flower shop.
I appreciate it, but I think I'm going to have to pass on that.
Oh, are you sure? I mean, they're absolutely free. Don't you have like a girlfriend or a wife you can send them to?
I'm not okay with, kind of just throwing any kind of information over to anybody that I'm not 100% sure of. I appreciate it though.
Well, we're new in town. We're called Sweet Buds and Roses. You can drive. We're actually right off the 605 here in Cerritos. I can give you our address. If you want to come by, you can actually pick them out yourself.
No, I really appreciate it, but I'm gonna have to pass. I'm not. I'm okay.
Hey, Steve, this is her colleague who works at the same shop. We're just curious. We're looking at your file. We're wondering why your 401k went from $50,000 down to $15,000. It seems surprising.
What? Wait.
Well, we have a file on you, and I just noticed here it stood out to me that you have a 401k, but it went from $50,000 to $15,000 suddenly. That seems strange. Is everything okay?
I'm a little curious how a rose shop has my personal banking information.
We're part of a new generation. By the way, for training purposes, you're on the air. You're on the radio right now. We just started. We've got a lot of high-tech data. We have a lot of data, and one of the things that we spotted was your 401k. It disappeared, $50,000 down to $15,000.
Yeah, did you get that checked out?
What happened?
Whoa, wait. This is I'm on the radio with this?
That's correct.
I'm not okay with my 401k info or anything that's my personal info.
Your wife is on the line, too.
What?
Danielle.
Wait, Danny, what's going on here, Danny?
I mean, I just want to know where that money went.
Wait, so you call a radio station?
Yeah, but that's not the point. Steve, she thinks you're leading a double life. Are you seeing another woman, Steve?
No, I'm not seeing
So where'd the cash
woman.
go? So where'd it go, bro? Where'd the money go?
Where'd
the money go?
It helped to pay a friend. What does it matter?
It helped to pay a friend. What service did that friend provide?
I don't think it's really anybody's business to be out there. It was something that I did for a friend, and it was surgery that they had to get, and I wanted to help them out. Was this friend a female? Yes. What kind of procedure did she have? Damn it! Was there an augmentation? Yes. It was a boob job. Okay.
What?
It was a boob job. There.
So just so we're clear, and your wife is dropped. Her phone dropped. So you bought another woman breasts and didn't tell your wife? You can't do that, Steve. That's not the way it works. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's my money, and it was something. You cannot buy another woman breasts when you're married.
It's not your money when you're married.
Steve, how could you possibly think that that's okay? This is your 401k money. You don't buy.
Yeah,
I got a lot
which
of
we
friends.
have a lot for of.
You don't buy another woman when you're married. You don't buy another woman breasts.
I don't have a problem with it. I did not have a problem with it. You know, it's like,
bro, your wife, if she were on, can we get? Did she drop? What did she go over the hill? I got to get his wife back, Danielle. Huh? Let's get her. She's going to be going nuts right now. Steve, how can you possibly in your own head justify buying boobs for another woman when you're married?
I did it for a friend. You know,
why did you do it?
It was something. It was
to your benefit. To your benefit.
Is your wife friends with her as well?
Are you going to see these boobs a
No.
lot? It's not to your benefit.
It's
So you
not to
bought
my
breasts
benefit.
for another woman that you will not benefit from. I don't buy it at all.
No way. And does your wife know her?
My wife knows her. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, so then why not tell her?
Your wife is back. Danielle?
Hi.
So we just found out your husband bought boobs for another woman.
What?
Yes, I'm telling you.
Wait,
$35,000 worth of breasts.
you paid, not Samantha. Did you pay Samantha's boob job?
It was something that I did for a friend.
Who's Samantha?
Samantha is an old friend of mine, and Danny
Oh my
knows
God.
her.
Are you sleeping with her?
No.
Let me tell you something, Steve. If you and I were married and you bought boobs for someone else, I'd be very upset.
If you bought anything for someone else with that amount of money.
Well, life or death surgery, I'd be okay with.
Okay.
But if you bought another woman boobs, and Steve, you and I have been married, right? And we do what we do.
8 years, 2 kids.
We've been together 8 years, Steve, you and I. And you go and you buy boobs for Tanya, it would bother me.
And then you lied to me about it. You tried to make me sound like I'm crazy.
Steve.
You and I, Danny, you and I will talk about this, but you and I.
Oh,
will
no.
talk about
You
this
and I will talk
at
about
home.
this, Steve. We will all talk about it.
This isn't something that I need to express with a road shop or a radio or whatever.
You do, Steve. I'm going to let you go, but Danielle, I need you to call me back this week and let me know what's going on here, okay?
Okay.
Good luck, sweetheart.
Thank you.
You cannot buy boobs for another woman if you're married.
No.
It is time for Ryan's Roses. This is a public service. If you think something's going on in your relationship and you cannot get to the bottom of it, that's where we come in. All right, here's the email. It says, Dear Ryan, my fiance got invited to his coworker's kid's birthday, so kid's birthday party. Mm-hmm. He took my son, never once inviting me. The night after the party, my son says, Daddy didn't really play with me at the party. He was talking to some lady. That's exact verbatim what the kid said.
Wow.
This may not be anything, but I'm having a feeling something is going on. Can you get to the bottom and help me out? All right, so let me... Erica, good morning. Erica, how are you, Erica?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you for listening to us in Walnut. Why wouldn't your fiance invite you to this party? Do you think that he didn't want to invite you because there's somebody he's making some contact with there?
I mean, that's the only thing that I can think about. When he came back from the party, my son, I asked him, I was like, did you have fun? Because that's what you always ask kids. And he was like, well, Daddy didn't really play with me. He was talking to this girl.
It's funny because I don't have kids, but I'm thinking in a world where I did have kids, if my wife was invited to a birthday party with my kids, I'd be thrilled if I wasn't invited.
Why?
Because there's some free time.
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from what you guys tell me, there's never free time, and when you get some you time, take it.
Erica,
Run with
are
it.
you friends with any of his coworkers? Would it have been weird if you were there anyways?
No. I've spent time with his coworkers all the time. I mean, anytime there's something going on, especially with the kids, it's the three of us. We all always go together.
Do you have any idea who might have been there that he might be hitting on? Is there anybody that is in your mind when you picture this?
No. I have no idea who it might be.
And how are things at home? Like, are you guys good? Or have you had other fights?
No, they've been fine. But when I, tried to talk to him about this party, he kind of shut off and tried to, deflect the question and everything. So I didn't know what to do. And I didn't even know how to get the information from him. He was just like, oh, I was just talking to, my friends, the other adults. That's why I wasn't playing with the kids,
Just for background, you said it's your fiance. Are there plans to get married? If so, how long from now?
We still haven't set a date. We've been engaged for 4 years. But we had a kid, and having a kid just throws everything.
But do you want to marry him?
You know. Yeah. I
So
mean,
might this be heightened because you're ready for him to get with it? You know, like things might bother you more because he's just continues to put this off and procrastinate.
well, I mean, it doesn't help, but he's not
Sure.
just be like not answering the question and not just letting me know what's going on at this party. It doesn't give me any kind of hope. Like,
Okay.
it doesn't make any sense to me because he's usually very truthful, and then he wouldn't even give me any sort of clue as to what was going on and who he was talking to.
So, Erica, I want you to say, Ryan, you've my permission to call, and whatever his name is, on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
We don't know who this other woman might be. Could be innocent, too. Could just have been, talking to the
you don't
adults.
really play with kids at kids' birthday parties. The adults talk. And
All right,
then...
they're playing Sharks and Minnows, and you guys are talking, drinking cocktails. All right, let's grab Sisney's mic here. Now, we're going to change her mic so she sounds like a woman from a flower shop. You may not recognize her voice. Sisney, who are you going to be?
You'll find out when I go.
Oh, big tease. All right. Erica, just be very quiet. We're going to find out who he sends the flowers to and then what he puts on the card, okay?
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Richie?
Yeah.
Hi, Richie. This is Irene. I'm calling from the Blooming Flower. We actually just opened up right here on Grand Avenue in Walnut. How you doing this morning?
I'm okay. I don't want to. What is this about?
Oh, we're just a brand new flower shop here in town, and I'm calling because we're doing a promotion this week. We're giving out free flowers, and you've been selected to receive a free dozen roses.
Do I have to give you like a credit card or anything like that? Or
No. They're absolutely free. We're just trying to, promote our business here in Walnut. And so, we pick a person every day. And today we selected you, and it's a free dozen roses. You can send them to whoever you want. We don't need a credit card information. We don't need your billing address, nothing. We just hope that you like the flowers and recommend us.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. Sweet. So what is the name you want to put on the card?
So let's send it to Stephanie.
To Stephanie. Okay. And that's just with a PH?
Yes, PH.
And then what do you want to write on the card?
I say it was really great to finally meet you. Sean was right about you. And hope to see you again really soon.
It's Ryan Seacrest and Sisney, your voice and that statement being broadcast on the radio. Your fiance, Erica, is on the line. Stephanie. And your coworker, I'm guessing, is Sean. Sean recommended what about Stephanie? Who is Stephanie? Was Stephanie at a birthday party recently? What's going on?
No, Stephanie's like she's a friend of my friend Sean. It's just this she's just like a friend who.
Erica, is Sean a coworker or a friend?
Sean works with Richie, but I don't know this.
Erica, you're on the phone right now?
Stephanie. Yeah.
You're doing this right now?
Well, it's the only way that you'll answer my question about this party. And apparently you were talking to another lady, like Danny said.
So Richie, let's make this really as simple as we can. What is going on with you and Stephanie? You said it was really great to finally meet you. Sean was right about you. I hope to see you again soon. So you just saw her. Did you see her at the birthday party? Where'd you see Stephanie?
I saw her at the birthday party. Yes, she was there.
Did she occupy a lot of your time?
We hung out a lot because we have a lot in common, and Sean thought that we could be friends. And that.
So why is Sean trying to set you up friends?
Yeah,
and why are you sending her roses, bro?
Yeah, is she
just
also
because
the reason that I can go to
she's
this
new,
party?
she doesn't
That you
know a lot of
going to
people.
the party?
No, that's not the only reason I went to the party. Sean's like one of my close friends from work, and he just wanted me to introduce to a friend who's new in town.
At the party so bad, you're like, don't come. Is that
No,
why?
I didn't think you'd want to go because you always think that Sean's super boring and that he's always talking about like that you don't really like him. So I didn't think you wanted to come.
Hold on. First of all, I don't know why Sean doesn't like Erica because clearly he wouldn't suggest you meet this woman if he liked your fiance. So there's a problem there.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, why are you sending her roses? Even if you met somebody, you don't send her flowers. You send her fiance, but you're not even married yet.
Look, I think everything's just confused right now. I'm just trying to like send flowers to someone to be nice. You can't send flowers.
No, you don't send roses to another woman.
Bro, come on. Like, you're not 9. You don't send roses to another adult that you've been talking to that your friend wanted you to meet. I mean, you know, even if you're the most innocent man in the world, you know that looks bad on paper, right? You know that. Now, you said the word confused or confusing a second ago. Are you confused about the relationship with Erica? Are you questioning whether or not you want to be with her? Is that what this is about?
I mean, I think Erica knows, like, we got together super young, and so, like, you know,
So
we had
the
a
answer
kid
to that is you are not sure.
Wait a minute. You can't. No. Yeah.
We had a kid 6 months in. I mean, it's like, you know, it was all really fast.
But are you planning to marry her?
Well, we're still engaged, right? I don't know.
No. Are you planning to marry
someone
her?
answers.
Radio again?
That's not
Are you
an
planning?
answer, Richie. I cannot believe you are having this discussion with.
You're supposed to say,
right
yes,
now.
I want to marry her. She's the most beautiful person
Unless
in the world.
he doesn't want to.
Exactly.
And by the way, if you don't want to, that's fair too. You just need to start being honest with it. That's all. Listen, bro, I don't know what's going on. I don't know you. I just met her a second ago on the phone. Whatever is happening, you just got to be a man and just be honest with her about it, right? I think that by not having a conversation creates more problems like this. Clearly you're distracted or you're encouraging distractions and your buddy Sean's not helping out. So whatever it is that's in your heart, Richie, just sit down and talk to your fiance about it. That's the only way to go, especially now.
You're holding on to me until you find something that makes you happier or better, but you're just keeping me around. I don't know. This is crazy that this is happening right now, but I'm glad it is because this is absurd. I don't even know what to do.
I'm going to let you guys continue the conversation off the air. I think, you need to obviously just be transparent with your fiance. Just be upfront with her. All right. Good luck, you guys. Erica, thank you for reaching out to us. I hope that you can get honesty and peace. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
So she nailed it. He's just waiting for something to come along and then he's going to have the
He wanted to get caught.
Or he wanted to get hot. Or he's like said to Sean, man, help me out. But by the way, this guy, Sean, setting him up with it's
so bad.
Wrong. If he doesn't want to be engaged, he's not married. He's got a kid. So it complicates things. Yeah. But he's not married. If you don't want to get married, hey, baby.
Yes.
I love you. I love our son. This happened fast. I don't think we should be married.
Man up.
That's it. That's going to be the conversation. It's time for Ryan's Roses. So this is a public service, and let me read you. Here's the email we got. Leslie, Culver City. She says here in the email, I was out of town for the weekend with the kids, and I tried to reach my husband on the phone, but he did not pick up. A little while later, I checked the location of his iPhone, and he was in the Venice Beach area. Ooh. Nice area. Great area. Nice to roam around. Fantastic on the weekends. Hello, Abbott. Kinney. I didn't think anything of it until later that day, when a girlfriend of ours Instagrammed a picture from the same area. It just seemed like way too much of a coincidence. So I asked him who he was with that day. He said he went for a beer by himself because it was a beautiful day. That sounds strange. A beautiful day by yourself, a beer. Then later he changed his story and said that a couple of his buddies were there day drinking and he joined them. When I mentioned that she was there that day too, he acted surprised, which was weird, making me even more suspicious. All right, Leslie?
Yes.
Thank you for sending us the email. So tell me about this girl that was in the same area as your husband. Is she a real friend? Have you always thought that she was were you suspicious of her before? Like, give me some background and context on this girl.
I mean, she's one of those flirty girls, she's one of those always posting on Instagram, look at my hot body at the beach kind of girls, but I don't know. It was weird because I was out of town. I was gone for the weekend. I had the kids. I tried calling my husband. He didn't pick up. So, when he didn't call me back, I checked his location on my iPhone, and he was in Venice Beach. He was near this bar we like to go to sometimes. And I was like, well, okay, But then a friend of ours, this girl, she popped up on Instagram, and she was in the same area in Venice Beach as my husband, like practically right in front of the bar that we like to go to. And it was like one of those, like I told you, like loving the sun in California posts. And it just, it bugged me because it seemed like it was like too much of a coincidence.
But just because, so now, first he said he was having a beer by himself, which sounds a little strange. Then he says he was with his buddies day drinking, so he's already changed his story. But even though he changed his story, and even if this girl was around, what makes you think that he hooked up with her? I mean, it doesn't mean that they automatically, were together.
Well, so it was just like the fact that she was there, and then he didn't answer his phone, and then he said that he was by himself, and then I found out he's not by himself. But
you're jumping to the conclusion that all of that means that he is hooking up with this girl?
Yeah, but, later I mentioned to him, I was like, so, I saw that Janet was there too by the beach, and he tried acting all surprised, but it was like one of those, when people get that look on their face when they've been caught, but then they deny something, and you just know there's something wrong.
Yeah, but maybe, okay, so let's just call him, because maybe he clearly didn't tell you the truth at first, and maybe he just felt bad that he was out with all these people in the middle of the day, but
maybe she just happened to be there.
Doesn't mean anything happened. Let's find out. We'll make the call to your husband. Hang on for 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Leslie.
Hi.
So I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever your husband's name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
How long have you been married, Tim?
We've been married for 5 years.
All right. Here we go. Good luck, all right? Sisney's going to actually get him on the line. She's going to offer him some flowers. We're going to find out who he sends them to. You said this other girl's name is Janet.
Yes.
So if he sends them to her, then we have a problem. And we'll find out if he sends them to somebody else or you or whatever. Then we want to find out what he writes on the card, because that's key too, okay?
Okay.
Good luck. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Alex?
Yeah, that's me.
Hi, Alex. My name is Marissa. How you doing this morning?
I'm good.
Well, hi. I'm calling from the Blooming Florist. We're actually a new flower shop here in Culver City, right on Jefferson. And I'm calling because you've actually been selected today to receive a free dozen roses. We're doing a promotion where we're giving out free flowers today, and you've been selected.
Free roses.
Yeah, they're absolutely free. I actually don't need any billing information from you, credit card information, nothing. I just need the name of the person you want to send them to. We can write a cute little note on there, and they'll be out this afternoon. Or you can send them later this week, whatever's more convenient for you.
Hang on.
Okay.
I know the free roses game. I know what this is.
Oh, well, we do this once, we do this once a week here at this flower shop. Did we happen to call you last week by accident?
No. I get it. This is the roses thing. My wife is probably on the line right now. They're not any real roses, and I just want her to know that I love her. Okay?
Well, there are free dozen roses. You can send them to anybody. I don't know what you're talking about, but
I get it. My wife's on the phone right now. I know this. The radio. I just want her to. Leslie, I want you to know I love you.
I love you too. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. It was just really weird to me that you were lying to me. Really weird.
Look, you're right, and I am going to be bringing you a beautiful bouquet of roses from a real florist tonight. You were right. You were right to be suspicious. I was with a friend of ours the other day, and I did not tell you the truth about it. But I want you to know that nothing happened.
Alex, I have to tell you you're being broadcast on the air. Obviously, you know that, but I need to say that on the record. My name is Ryan. That's Sisney.
Hi.
Your wife is on the line. You were at a bar with some friends, and her friend Janet was there. She thinks that you're messing around with this girl. What's going on, and why did you say all the things you just said?
It looks bad, and I know it looks bad, and I should have come clean about it before, but it's nothing. It's not what it. Okay, so what happened was we were supposed to go with a big group, and just everybody else bailed, and we decided to go hang out anyway, and have a drink. It's not like,
why did you lie to your wife in the first place?
Yeah.
And did anything happen with Janet?
No, nothing happened at all. it's just I just panicked a little, and because I knew it looked bad, and I know sometimes that's all that matters. And
No,
so
if it's not bad, then it's not
it
bad. If it's not bad, it's not bad. You just tell her the truth.
Yep, you're totally right. At the time, it just seemed like if we never had to talk about it, it would have been a lot easier. But no, I mean, nothing happened. I love you, and I love our children, and it was totally disrespectful to lie to you about that, and I get how it looks, but that's all it was. It was.
So, Leslie, do you forgive him?
I mean, I just feel like I'm going to have to talk to Janet because you had said that you were out with your friends, and now all of a sudden you're saying that your friends didn't show up.
Yeah. You can talk to Janet. She can say, she can tell you the same thing. They said they were going to be there, and then they all just one at a time bailed. And
listen, bro, for a guy that's not that forthcoming, you're very forthcoming. You know, you could have really cut this off at the pass by just being honest with her at the beginning,
instead of creating all these lies.
I get now how bad it looks.
Well, Alex, thank you for staying on and explaining all of this to us, and we appreciate your honesty here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. And
Leslie,
I'm sorry. I lied to you.
Leslie, good luck with your conversation with Janet, all right?
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Okay.
What? The what?
That was a lot.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. So this is a public service, and let me read you. Here's the email we got, and then we'll meet Lyndon Cerritos in a second. It says, Ryan and Sisney, a friend of mine spotted my husband out to dinner with another woman. I asked him about it that night. He says he was out at a work dinner. He didn't mention that it was just one woman, and I find that a little strange. He said it was a couple of people, so he lied about the number of people there. He says, him with a group. She says in the email, my friend swears she only saw the woman with my husband. So something shady could be going on.
Yeah.
Let's find out. Hey, Linda.
Hi,
thanks for sending us the email. So clearly something shady is going on if he said he was with a group of people and he wasn't with a group of people, right?
Yeah, exactly. My friend said she saw my husband out to dinner with a woman, and I asked him about it, and he said it was a work thing, and he didn't say anything about it being just one woman, and I literally have never felt this way before. We've been together.
How long?
8 years, and we have 2 little kids, and I've never been suspicious ever, and just something about this sits really badly with me.
But maybe, okay, let me just play devil's advocate here. Maybe he did go out with a woman from work, but he just didn't want to make you feel bad, so he kind of said it was with a couple of people, even though nothing happened.
But why lie?
Exactly.
Well, he just trying not to create an issue.
That's bad.
I don't know. I just feel like if there weren't an issue, he just would have told me.
Yeah.
And it could have just been dinner, right? He could have just been out for dinner. That could be just playing all sides of this. He could have just been out for dinner. So.
Yeah, but he could have also just said that.
He lied. I mean, I think it's the fact that I don't know. I don't know if it's just
you
intuition or something. I just feel freaked out. I've missed red flags or something about his behavior in the past, or I've just been too trusting or something. But I just feel really nervous.
Linda, I just need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever your husband's name is on Kiss FM.
You have permission to call on Kiss FM.
Okay, because that's where we work. So just need to get that. Thank you. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to call your husband. All of us are going to be on the line. He won't hear anything but Sisney. Or who are you going to be, Sisney?
I'm going to be Tammy.
Of course. I love when she role plays. She's going to be Tammy. So Sisney becomes Tammy, and twice a week she becomes this other woman to give away flowers. And we're going to offer him some roses, find out who he sends them to, who the name is, and then what he puts on the card. Do you happen to know the other woman's name that he was seen with?
I have no idea who she is.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck, sweetheart. Here we go, okay?
Thanks.
Okay, you're welcome.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Martin?
This is he.
Hi, Martin. My name is Tammy. I'm calling from Pretty Petals. We're a new flower shop right here on South Street in Cerritos. How are you doing this morning?
Oh, where are you calling from?
Pretty Petals. We're a new flower shop here in Cerritos.
Oh.
Hi.
Okay.
Well, I'm calling because we're doing a promotion this week and we're giving out free flowers. You've been selected actually for today to receive a free dozen roses. So congratulations.
Oh, wow.
You can actually send them to whoever you'd like today. They're absolutely free. We're just trying to promote our new service and our new delivery service here at the flower shop.
Do I have to give you my credit card?
No. I don't need any billing information from you. They're completely free. Just the name of the person you want to send them to, and we can put a quick note on that, and we'll get them out this afternoon.
Oh, fantastic. That's kind of cool. All right, I'd like to send them to my wife, Linda.
Okay. And what would you like to put on the note?
Let's put love you, Babers. That's what I call her, Babers.
Love you, Babers. That's so cute.
Babers.
That is cute. Martin, it's Ryan Seacrest. Martin, hello, it's Ryan Seacrest and
Whoa.
Sisney.
Hi.
I need you to know your voice, Martin, is being broadcast on the radio. Just be aware of that. I've got your wife, Linda, on the phone, and I'm sure she's thrilled. Babers is thrilled that you sent her the flowers. But, Linda, why don't you explain to Martin why we're all here on the phone?
Okay. Hey, Babers.
Hey.
So I won us tickets to go see the Dodgers.
Oh, wow, sweet.
I know, and I thought that this would be like a really funny way to tell you.
Oh, my God, that's so exciting.
I know.
Wait, you did not win tickets to go see the Dodgers. Just, by the way, Linda.
What?
That's not why we were calling.
What?
I see. Okay, got it. Yes, you have tickets to go see the Dodgers. That's what we were calling. So we'll make sure that you get those tickets. So enjoy the game. And Martin, congratulations, okay?
Yeah, man, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to keep your wife on the phone.
All right, man. Well, thanks. Thanks, you guys.
Okay,
All right,
bye.
bye-bye. Did you not want us to tell him what you were doing?
I
Linda?
mean, yeah,
Wait,
no.
you threw me for a loop.
Well, I guess he gave me the flowers. I feel
So-
like
So that's it?
That's it? You
I don't know.
You don't want to ask any questions? We had him there. We could ask him anything. I for a second I was trying to figure out, wait, where is this going? And I was like, oh, she doesn't want us to tell him. Okay, got it.
I don't know. I just freaked out because if he's telling the truth, then I don't know. I didn't want it to look bad on me then he wouldn't trust me. I don't know. I just freaked
Well,
out.
you're a very good actress because you went from thinking he was cheating on you to that in a second. So you're definitely in the right city.
Thanks. I don't know. I
don't know either, and I want to know what's going on. I want to know if he was out with somebody from work or a couple of people, if something's going on. But other thing is,
So that's it? You're never going to ask him about this ever again? You're just going to leave it at that and move on?
Well, I think that
You're still going to have this feeling.
I don't know. Maybe I can talk to my friend again and.
listen, whatever you decide is totally. I get what you were doing. I understand, but you didn't want to upset him if you heard that he was sending flowers to you. But I don't have any Dodgers tickets. I'm sorry. I got roses, but no, we can find. We'll find some tickets for you guys.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, you will.
Patty will. Patty's
Yeah,
good.
we
at
have
this.
to
Oh
now.
my gosh,
We have a
thank you
sister
so
station
much.
that'll hook it up. All right.
I
Good
know,
luck,
I was
Linda.
like,
With
how am I
your.
gonna do that?
Well, hang on one sec, Patty. We'll take care of some Dodgers tickets for you guys. All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. We at least got to follow through with the Dodgers tickets. Otherwise, he's going to figure what was going on.
Yeah.
That was a first. That was one for the books. What?
Totally.
I don't know if I'm happy about that. It's time for Ryan's Roses. This is a public service. If you think something in your relationship is just off, or you find a pair of sunglasses in your husband's diaper bag, then send us the story, Ryan@kissfm.com, and we will try and get to the bottom of it. Maria in Chino sent us an email saying, Dear Ryan, I took my husband's diaper bag in a rush when I was leaving the house the other day. I was changing my baby's diaper, and I found a pair of women's sunglasses in the diaper bag. I took the glasses. I have not asked him about them yet, Please find out what's going on. Maria's on the line with us now. Maria, I can imagine how ticked you must have been when you saw the glasses in the diaper bag.
Oh my gosh, I was so upset. I mean, I'm just there changing my baby's diaper, trying to grab for all the stuff that you need, the Desitin, the wipes, and everything else. And I pull out a pair of sunglasses that aren't mine, and I was just in shock. I mean, my baby is only 5 months old. I can't believe that he's already messing around and going everyone. I mean, I thought we were like trying to be a great family, and I mean, I know I haven't slept in a while, and I know I can get cranky, but that's no reason to be going around with who knows who, and with my baby. Camila's 5 months old. She doesn't need to be around anybody else.
Well, let's see. Maybe there's an explanation. Maybe they are accidentally in that bag somehow. I don't know how, but maybe accidentally they ended up in that bag.
Maybe they're his mother's or a family member that was with them at the park and just set him in there.
No, we don't have like any family that he hangs out with like that.
Has he messed around in
and
the
those
past?
are not like his mom. Those are not mom's sunglasses.
Is this the first time you think he's done anything? Or Sissy was saying, has he messed around in the past?
I mean, nothing that I can actually say I caught him in the act, but I have had my concerns before. And now with just like seeing another woman's sunglasses, I mean, that's like some physical evidence that it just gets my blood boiling. Like I can't even see him right now because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know who he's messing around with. Like I'm just constantly angry right now especially because he's taking my baby with him because obviously it's in her diaper bag. He only has that on him when he's with her.
All right. Maria, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
Okay, here is what is going to happen, Maria. Sissany is going to call him and offer him some roses. She is going to try and find out who he wants to send them to. And then if there's any sort of emotional note he wants to write on the card, that can be very telling. So we want to try and get as much out of him before he knows that everybody's here as we can, all right?
Okay.
Good luck. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Rick?
Yeah, that's him.
Hi, this is Gracie. I'm calling from Any Occasion Flowers. We're actually a new flower shop right here in Chino. We're on the corner of Philadelphia and Central. I'm calling because we're doing a promotion today, and this is all absolutely free. We just wanted to let you know that you've been selected to receive a free dozen roses.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah, so you can actually send those to anybody that you'd like today. And we just say that, whoever gets them, you just refer us to friends and family if you like the flowers.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I know exactly who I want to send them to.
Sweet. Okay, so what is the name that you would like me to put on the card?
My name is Camila.
Camila. Okay, and then what would you like? You can write a little note on there, too.
You are my sunshine.
You are my sunshine. Okay, cute.
Rick, it's Ryan Seacrest and Sissany. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio right now. We've got your wife, Maria, on the line. Who is Camila?
That's my daughter. That's our daughter.
Is that true, Maria?
Yes, that's sweet and all that you're sending them to your daughter, but I don't buy it. I think you've been messing around with somebody else. Rick, I found some sunglasses in your diaper bag. What the hell is that about?
Sunglasses?
Don't be trying to be all cute. I'm the best dad ever sending flowers. No, there's something that's going on. Yes, sunglasses.
I think. I found some sunglasses at the playground the other day, and I figured they belonged to one of the other moms, so I just thought I'd grab them for them and hold on to it. Give it back to them later.
Rick, that doesn't make any sense at all. Whose sunglasses are they? It doesn't add up, bro, okay? You can just pick up sunglasses, put them in the bag, and then you're going to take them back. And this is not the lost and found. Whose sunglasses are they?
I'm being completely honest here. I'm not
messing around or doing anything wrong. I was trying to help them out. I mean, they're like friends to me. I see them every time I go out there.
Well, then why didn't you give them to me so that I can handle it? I go to the park more than you do. You could have told me if they were there so that I could
I'm
take
not
them.
believing this. Rick, I don't know. I have a hard time with this. So let me just put it to you another way. Your wife has had concerns that maybe you're not being faithful with her. She found women's sunglasses in your diaper bag. She took them from the diaper bag. You didn't say anything about her taking them from the diaper bag. If you were really concerned about getting them back to your friend, you would have raised the question, where did the sunglasses go? So I can't quite buy it. Rick, whose glasses are they?
It honestly slipped my mind. I don't know who they actually belong to. I just know it must be one of theirs. So I.
But
grabbed
if you grabbed them and they were gone, why didn't you go to your wife and say, "Hey, honey, did you grab those glasses?" Unless you were covering something up.
I forgot that they were there. It's not that big of a deal.
Well, I'm just telling you, your wife thinks it is.
Have you ever messed around on your wife before?
No.
All right, Maria, I don't know what else I can do. You can speak to him about this further. Do you think he's telling the truth?
I can't believe it. He doesn't even have like a great story about it. He cares so much about these glasses, and then he doesn't care because he doesn't even notice that they're gone. He's just trying to avoid the question. It doesn't answer anything. Until he actually finds who those glasses belong to, I can't trust anything that he's saying about them or anything about him.
The fact you took him and he didn't say anything is confusing to me. I'm going to let you guys go and have the conversation with yourself, okay? Ourselves.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye. I think I hung up on him. All right, I have two thoughts, and then we'll come back here. Two thoughts. One, he knew it was us.
Okay.
Because he right away sent him to his daughter.
He
Very.
He didn't really hesitate.
Nonchalantly. There's somebody else's. I picked them up. I want to return them. And two is it completely doesn't add up and he's lying about all of it.
Yeah. Now you're flipping me off.
Oh, sorry. One was this finger. Two was that finger. It's time for Ryan's Roses. Dear Ryan, I caught my husband kissing a woman we both know good night on the lips after dinner that we were at. It was quick, but it looked meaningful. Now, there are friendly lip kissers, and I friendly lip kiss some people, and it's totally fine. So it might have been a friendly lip kiss. She says it was busy because it was a group. Everyone was saying goodbye to each other, so no one was really looking. It could also have been you're going for different cheeks, and all of a sudden you end up in the same spot. I did confront him about it. He said it was just a mistake, one of those oops, we just turned the wrong way, and it happened type of thing. I don't think there's much to this. I mean, this I see this all the time.
No, it's a woman's intuition.
Oh, here we go with that.
Well, it's true. She
that
senses
intuition,
something.
the power of that magical, it's the sixth sense, that intuition.
It really is.
True.
Number 6 of the senses. True that? As for Dodd.
That.
All right, Rachel, good morning. Thanks for calling. See, to me, this seems like it's just an innocent either mistake or a friendly platonic lip kiss.
You know, Anna, she's cute. She's pretty. She's like a pretty girl. And, you know, she's a friend, but she's not super close. Like, she's just a mutual friend of ours. And, like, you know, in the way that it happened, it was like, it was so busy. Everyone was kind of saying goodbye. And it was this weird moment that I just, at the right time, just looked over and they kissed. And
well, but when you say they kissed, give me the duration of the kiss. Count it out.
It was like a good solid, like 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
You know,
that's a long time.
That is a long time.
Yeah, they noticed, and
hang
it was
on,
like
hang on. You can't stay just closed mouth for 3 seconds. That's a long time. It's like a frozen shot.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought. It was just weird. And then when I got in the car, I was like, "What the hell was that?" And he was like, "Oh, you know, it was just a mistake, babe. Don't worry about it." Like we like our heads turned at the same time. It was really awkward. It was weird, whatever. And I was just like, I don't know. I just didn't believe him. You know, it was just something weird about it. It was too long, first of all, and it was just like too weird. And her husband wasn't there. You know, it was all couples that night, but her husband wasn't there. So. You know, it wasn't like anyone was really watching her. She kind of got lost in the shuffle, and then all of a sudden, she's kissing my husband.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll put you on hold. We'll come back. We'll make the call. How long have you been married?
We've been married for 5 years now.
And do you have kids?
We have one son.
And it wasn't like they were trying to hide this or anything, right?
No,
They're in the same room.
I'm just saying.
no, we were
That's
all.
why I don't
It was
think
like
they're
all
supposed to
outside
do
in the
this.
valet, so it was all kind of like, everyone's outside. There's noise. There's everyone saying goodbye.
So in the
It
same
was
space.
just,
All right.
Yeah.
All right, hang on for 1 second. I'm picturing a group of people either in the living room or, like she said, outside in a parking lot there. And I just don't think this is going to go anywhere. Let's come back.
Yeah,
and
like
call.
if there was something going on, then they wouldn't just do it right there.
Right. For sure, you'd make sure you wouldn't kiss the person that you're hooking up with in front of your wife. Like, for sure.
Unless
Right?
if they were really drunk.
All right. Well, somebody was driving because they were in the car. Okay, Rachel, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
okay. Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
We're going to call him, and
Okay.
we're going to offer him some roses. We want to find out who he puts on the card, who he sends them to,
Oh, my
and
God.
what he writes to that person. Okay?
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay, thanks.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Joseph?
This is him?
Hi, this is Nicole. I'm calling from Buena Park Floral Design. We're a new flower shop here on Beach Boulevard. How you doing this morning?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm calling because we're doing a promotion this week where we're giving out free flowers, and you've been selected today to receive a free dozen roses.
Really?
Yeah, you can send them to anybody that you'd like. We're just doing a promotion to try to, get our business up and running since we're new here. And I don't need any billing information from you. They're totally free.
No delivery fee, no extra charge or anything?
No, nothing. We just said that, if whoever gets the flowers, if they like them, they just refer us to friends and family, and, hopefully we can get some more business in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what do I do now?
I just need the name of the person you want to send them to.
Okay.
So who would that be?
Anna.
Okay, is that with one N or
Anna.
two N's?
2 N's.
Okay. And what would you like to write on the note?
Write a note, you said?
Yeah, you can write a little note.
Just write amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. And then do you want me to say from or love or
Can you do all of them with capital letters?
all caps? Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, all caps. Yeah, and she'll know who it's from. So
She'll
you
know
don't
who
have
it's
to write
from.
anything else. It's just amazing.
Okay.
Joseph, it's Ryan Seacrest and Sissany, your wife Rachel, is on the phone.
Hey.
I need you to know your voice is being broadcast on the air.
Joseph, are you kidding me right now?
What's
Are you kidding me?
Whoa.
what's
What are you
going
doing,
on with you
Rachel?
and Anna, Joseph?
Well, what are you talking about? Relax real quick.
What do you
listen,
mean? I just heard
nothing's going on
everything. I
between
can't believe you
her
sent
and
her
I.
roses and you said amazing and she'll know who it's from. So obviously there is something going on here.
Joseph, your wife had told us that you kissed her on the lips after dinner or something in a parking lot one night. And
Yeah,
she-
the other day, remember that 2
her on the
weekends
lips.
ago?
I mean that.
No, Joseph, it's done. It's
Rachel,
done. Don't
Eileen
say
Dean,
anything.
to
He doesn't need to
to
explain
hug her,
himself,
and she
okay?
leaned, and she kind of turned her face
Joseph,
towards my
stop
lips,
talking.
and I just had
Stop
to go with the
talking,
moment.
Joseph.
What am I supposed to do?
Joseph, I don't want to hear your excuses, okay? And you know what? I'm going to tell her
Joseph,
husband, too. I'm telling her husband,
Are you
okay?
having a bad
So you're
day?
done.
Nothing?
No, I'm done with you. Goodbye.
Joseph,
Rachel.
Rachel,
Oh,
She's
man.
gone.
did she hang up?
She hung
Rachel, Joseph, are you there? Patty, is she gone?
Man.
She said that you kissed her on the lips, and then you just sent flowers to this woman. How could you be innocent? I mean, why would you
Yeah,
send
I
roses
thought
saying
it was
amazing? It
just-
doesn't make any sense.
I know, but nothing has been happening between her and I. So
Joseph, you said flowers
Yeah.
to her saying amazing.
How do you not send flowers to your wife?
Yeah, I do bigger things for her than
No,
just
no, no. What do you mean to? What's this amazing that you
Amazing.
sent
We had
Anna?
we had a little conversation, we had a little exchange. It was a little energy. It doesn't
So
mean
you're flirting
it's
with
going to
her.
happen. And I just said, okay, you're amazing. And I said, and I think if I send her with a letter amazing, she'll remember the conversation. I
So
thought
you're
it's a cool
hitting
thing.
on her.
Maybe it's not the right thing to do. Yes, maybe I'm realizing it's not the. Well, what do you think I should do now? You're give me advice since you're an expert here.
I'm
What
not an
should I
expert.
do
And I
now?
have
Well,
no
I mean, how
advice.
can
My only advice would be to track down your wife right now because I think that she's a little upset. I think you need to probably stop hitting on other women.
Yeah.
Okay, man, I gotta go. I'm sorry.
Hello?
What?
That was the weirdest call ever. She lit up. He stayed on.
Yeah.
I really thought he was going to hang up. I'm
Then he
impressed that we
wanted
got him to stay
advice.
on. Then he wanted advice. We have no advice. I can't give you advice. Advice is don't send flowers to Anna.
Speechless.
So didn't I hear him say she kissed him?
Yeah.
She kissed him, so it wasn't an accident. Because if he thought she did it on purpose, then it wasn't an accident.
He's lying.
Even if he didn't do something physically, well, he did. He kissed her goodnight, and then he sent flowers saying amazing. I mean, there's just, there's no, I don't think there's any good story that can get you out of that. Advice, don't do what you just did.
Yeah. Love your wife and only your wife.